Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we do some practice programs in Python. In our previous classes, we have done so many practice examples. Now we are at the third stage. What's the third stage? Take the question, try to write the program on your own. That is what the third stage which we are following. We are following in three stages. This is the third stage. So please follow our playlist from the beginning so that you will have a better understanding of the complete how to write the programs on your own up to that level, so that you can easily crack the placement exams and improve your coding skills. Coming to today's class, and you can visit our website learningmonkey.in and you can take the placement practice tests. Coming to today's example, let's understand the question, then take the question and try to solve it on your own. Then check for the solution. Given an array of integers, along with example, we are studying this and we are explaining this along with the example. Given an array of integers are given. For each element, determine whether the element present before in the subarray and element present after in the subarray. So that is what they are asking, given an array of integers. Let's take the example and understand. N is equal to 5. This is what we have to give it as an input. Number of elements is also given as an input, and the element should also be given in the input. We are taking it in the list because we are following in Python. If you're going in other languages, you can take in an array, and you will understand with this example, you will understand what's the benefits of the methods that available in the list, how they are benefiting us in reducing the code in Python. It's very, very important. You try to solve it, you will understand the benefits of the Python methods that are available. We are making it easy. The coding is very, very easy in Python. That is the point. You will understand how to prepare for placement, how to prepare the methods that are present in the list, strings, all those things. So that you will get that confidence by looking at after solving this example. Okay, n is equal to 5, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. These are the elements given in the list. What they are trying to ask is, for each element present in the list, take the element from the list. So this is the list. This is the first element. In the left sub array, is there any left sub array? No. Left sub part of the list? No. So null. What is the right sub part of the list? 2, 3, 2, 1. This is the right sub part, sub list. So 1 present in the left sub part? No. 1 present in the right side? Yes. So that is what they are trying to, you have to check that one. That is what we have to check. And the next point is the sub array and the elements present after in the sub array. Return an array of 2 binary integers as a string. So what's the output that we are going to display? We have to display an output of binary digits in string format. Don't forget that. Return an array of 2 binary integers as strings, where each binary digit is 1 if the value present in the left subarray, and if the value present in the right subarray, the second string value will be 1. If it is present in the left subarray, the string value will be taken as a 1. If it is not present, take it as 0. That is what you have to display, 2 strings. For left subarray 1 string, for right subarray 1 string. That is what the point you have to understand. Let's check the example so that we can have a better understanding. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Index values, I value is taken as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the list, the index values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the 0th index value, we are having 1. For this 1, left sub list will be null. Right sub list will be 2, 3, 2, 1. This is the right sub list. 1 is present in the left? No, that's why we are taking it as 0. 1 is present in the right? Yes, we are taking it as 1. The same way. What is the second element? 2. What is the 2? Left sub list means 1 will come under left sub list, 3, 2, 1 will come under right sub list. 1, 3, 2, 1. 2 present in the left sub list? No, 0. 2 present in the right sub list? Yes, 1. This is how you have to take 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. This belongs to left sub array. 11000, this belongs to right subarray. This all you have to consider it as a string of binary digits. That is what, so this is one string, this is another string. That is, these two strings you have to display it as a output. And they are mentioning one more point: the index of each binary digit matches the index of element being tested. What's the meaning of that? The index, what's the index? 0th index. What's the element here? 1. So for this, the output is 0. Output of left subarray is 0. This should be in the 0th position. The element being tested, what's the index for it? 0. For that, output should also have the index of 0. Output should also have the index of 0. That is what you have to maintain. Okay? So try to write, take the question, study the question once. Okay, check the sample example. This is the sample example. This is what we have to display in string format, not in the list or some other format. Entire binary digits 00011 comes under one string. 11000 comes under second string. That is what we have to display. Try to write the solution on your own, then check for the solution. Coming to the solution part, so what's the logic we are using here is, see, when we are discussing about list, we are having a concept of list slicing. We can pick the part of the list that we needed. We use the concept of string slicing. And we are having an operator in Python. We are having an operator called in operator. In operator, what it will do, it will check whether the elements present in the list or not. If it is present, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Using these two concepts, we can easily solve this question. So string slicing. So let's take the example. See here, if you take this element in the 0th position, if you slice the part of the list that belongs to the left side, is there anything? No, null value, empty string will be taken. If you slice it this side, you will get 2, 3, 2, 1. If 1 present in left means 1 in left part, 1 in right part. That's it, logic is over. Now check the coding part. It's very, very simple. That's why Python programming is very, very easy. N is equal to int input of, we are taking the input, we are taking three lists here. List 1 for taking the input list, out 1, out 2 are two lists we are taking, where for out 1 is for the left sub and out 2 is for the right sub. So enter the elements are also taken. List 1 dot append of x, elements are taken in x variable and the input is taken and appended to the list. So the input list is list 1. So coming to the logic part, for I in range of n, we are moving from each and every element in the list. Left part is equal to list 1 of 0 to I. Sub part, we are slicing the actual and placing it in the left part. We are taking another variable left part and placing it here. And the right sub part, we are slicing the right sub part and placing it in the right part. We are taking two variables. Each time when we go into the loop, we have to update the left and right sub parts. Means we are slicing those parts and placing it in another variable. So the left part consists of the left list and the right part consists of the right list. If list 1 of I means list 1 means input list is taken, in that the ith position element in left part, if it is there in left part, out 1 dot append of, we are appending 1. That is what the logic is. They asked to write the logic for that. Else append of 0. The same thing repeat for right subtree. If list 1 of I in right part, if it is present in the right part, out 2 dot append of 1, else out 2 dot append of 0. So the list out 1, out 2 consists of the list of whatever the output we needed, that's there in the out list, out 1 and out 2. So but they are asking to display it in a string format, in an entire string. What we have to do for that? So out to dot up to here the we are following the list. So yes, out1 string out1 is equal to quotations without any space dot join of out1. We are converting it into string format. It's very simple. S out2 is equal to join whatever the elements present in the list, join as a string. That is what the join operation will do on strings. If you give the input as list, the elements that are present in the list are joined with the symbol, with the character that has given here. Here we are given empty string, means join without any space. So the output will be, let's check the output. Enter the n values 5, enter the elements 1 2 3 2 1. These are the elements. The output is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0. That is the output. See how simple it is. The only thing you have to practice is what are the methods present in the list, strings, all those methods you have to get into your mind. Then you can easily write the code in Python. Hope you understand the concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates.